Well, I picked up these snowshoes maybe like a year and a half ago, because I did use them a little last year. And it's one of them things you buy in summer. But they came with these inner tube bindings on. And using them the other day, one finally tore out. I ended up tying it together with my bandana to get home. Because you can get yourself in a predicament if you break a binding out in the middle of nowhere. Because, when you've got snow 4 feet deep that you cannot travel in without snowshoes. So I figured, okay, give up on these. They're okay, but they're kind of light duty and they were kind of wishy-washy, sort of a lot of squirty stuff going on. And actually kind of a nuisance to put on. And the rubber gets cold, it's very tough to stretch. So I thought, well, I was going to make some. And I thought, okay, let's see what's out there. Maybe buy some. So I bought these, which are Howe. They're actually from an old 1958 pat. The design was patented in 58, but I think they were, 56 I think is when they invented them. Actually, they're pretty good in that they're very stable this way. I like the way they look because it keeps the toe, because normally on bindings what'll happen to your toe kind of slip forward, and then you got to tighten them up, to keep your foot back, and it just pinches in there. Well, these, it's kind of nice, and then the design of these is made so that, for one thing, they've got a big heel strap on them, but to take them on and off, all you have to do is pop this instep strap, and you can get your foot out. Okay, that's nice. It's a good design, but where they fell down on it is in the actual making of the things. Whoever is making them under this patent, they're using the wrong kind of buckles. These buckles should be the roller type buckles, so that when you adjust them, you aren't just dragging on the leather, that the roller turns. That works much better. Saving a few cents to put these solid bar buckles on there, that's just foolishness. They don't cost that much more, and they just work 1,000 times better. Well, the other problem I ran into with these was when they came, was missing one of these. And I would have thought by now, even the Chinese stuff doesn't come with parts missing. And that's a pretty big part to not have, that whole toe plate. So that's why this one is darker, because I had to make one out of a piece of leather. Now I got a hold of the seller, and hopefully we can get this straightened out. He'll ship me another toe plate. But that's why I haven't oiled these yet, because I figured, okay, I better wait and find out what he wants to do. But the combination of not having all the parts, which is not a good idea, and then using the wrong buckles. And then there is also a slight problem with the leathers that he's using is not very consistent in the thickness of it. Particularly, like say these straps here that go onto that main part that do all of the pivoting. That's what takes the beating. That's what breaks. That's what broke on these rubber ones even. Okay, they got to be pretty solid. And I know I think it's this one. Yeah, this particular piece of leather is about half the thickness of this piece of leather. You got to be consistent, especially in a place like that where it really matters. You just can't be all over the place. And then another thing, when I've tried to figure out, what was missing and all that, They come with directions, which I guess is good that it has directions. But remember back in the old days when they used to come out with these shop manuals for cars, where they have these grainy pictures that are completely useless to you. Like, you can't see what's going on there. It makes no sense at all. It takes a long time to put something together. One diagram, a diagram that's drawn out like that, is worth 1,000 of these grainy pictures. I don't know why you'd even do that. Get some kid and draw the picture, because that's really hopeless. Nobody's going to figure it out from these. That's a stupid corner to cut too. But see, like here, there's supposed to be 2 of these toe plates. So it's an easy part to make. But considering these are about $60 for the pair, you damn well better. I can make much better at half the price. It's a good design. It was just kind of poor execution. But why you wouldn't put roller buckles on that, that's beyond me. But they're good. The design is good. But like I said, that's like a 50s design. But who's ever making them under that patent now, they're kind of falling down on the job. But I'll get them straightened away. Even hopefully he'll come through with the other top plate, the toe plate. But I like the idea that it restricts your toe movement, restricts your heel movement, and it's one buckle to get them on and off. Because you can get in predicaments where I've done this, where you're going on a hard packed trail, but it's drifted over so you can't see where the trail is. You're going along, all of a sudden you flop over. So there you are, head first in the snow. Snowshoes up in the air, you got to get them off to get straightened up again. You want to be able to reach up and just pull that one and it'll undo. But you should have the roller buckle in there, or you're going to lay there struggling with frozen fingers and frozen buckles. Even these other ones isn't so critical, because once you get them adjusted, they stay. You don't have to keep adjusting them all the time. But at least this one has got to be the roller buckle. And if I make a set, that's exactly what I'll do. But like I say, good design, rather poor execution. And my God, if you can't count the parts before you ship them, like I say, even the Chinese can do that.